we've got a really entertaining show for you today, and Kim Zolciak's dad has fighting words from her. This is not good. Let's talk about it and more. It's time for Hot Topics. Too kind. Okay, so thank you. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Is everybody excited about Thanksgiving? You know, it's always been my favorite holiday of all the holidays because it's the one to me that's the least pressure. I mean, how much pressure is it to say thank you for things that have been good to you and people who have been good? I know that, the card companies make a card for every occasion, including Thanksgiving. However, I think it's pretty impersonal to say thank you through a card when you can say thank you by saying thank you. In person, whether it's a phone call or an email or, a text or in person. And also, I love Thanksgiving because there's no pressure to give gifts. Not give gifts or get gifts. You don't want to give gifts because who feels like shopping, who has the money, and who has the patience. You don't want to get gifts because you don't need another damn whatever it is that gets under your nails, and the fake smile, and you say, thank you, but you don't like it. And everybody loves to eat, except for Barry Manilow and Jada Pinkett Smith. Everybody loves to eat, and turkey is not necessarily the center thing for Thanksgiving meal because now turkey's so readily available. It's okay if you have lasagna or roast beef or whatever, as long as you're around people. So no matter what you're doing for Thanksgiving, don't forget tomorrow we do have an all-new Thanksgiving special. So make sure that you're here for that. So now, I wanted to talk about Kim Zolciak because I really thought that Kim Zolciak from Real Housewives of Atlanta and her mom and her dad, but particularly she and her dad, I thought that they got along, she and her father. She and her mother, sometimes not so much, but all in all, I thought they were kind of a loving family. Apparently now what is going on is that her father, Mr. Zolciak, well, this feud began when Kim and Kroy got married and Kim made her mom use the outside porta potty. It was fancy. But nevertheless, the outside porta potty along with the rest of the guests, as opposed to allowing, her mother to use the inside bathroom like you would do with your mother or I would do with my mother. It's the decent thing to do. But, her mother took offense to that, and apparently her father took offense to that. Kim's parents took her to court saying that she's keeping them away from visiting her grandchildren. And now, well, we covered that maybe 2 weeks ago on Hot Topics, but the big thing now is that Kim's father is officially talking to TMZ. You know it's bad when you can't talk to your own kid. You got to talk to him through TMZ. So this is what Mr. Z says. He says, Kim's a pathological liar, period. I will not tolerate her trying to make a mockery of my wife or our family any further. We are completely humiliated by all the lies she's been putting in the media. She has been married twice and has 3 kids by... Wait, hold on. Let me get this right, because Mr. Zolciak, you did break this down to make your daughter sound real, kind of trifling, except this is the new way that families are, but it does sound crazy when somebody's father says this. Look, he says, she's been married twice and has 3 different fathers with 4 kids. Let's face the facts. Does kind of sound sloppy, Kim. Anyway, I hope that they don't get their relationship together anytime soon because I see what's going on. Kim, this is just the break you need to make us care about you and Kroy's reality show by yourselves. Andy Cohen was here earlier in the week. Andy, this is what you need to do. Because I know that Kim is, she's no longer going to be on the Housewives of Atlanta. We're going to see something happen this season where she says, I quit. But the word is that she's going to go along with the reality show with her husband and the kids. Problem with that show is that it's too cutesy schmootsy and it doesn't give us enough of the drama that we need. Although, did you get to see KJ over the weekend when he was standing on the island? Do you see how much their son looks just like his father? It's scary, scary they look alike so much. The baby's so cute. But all that woo, woo, woo is not what's going to ultimately attract us to your reality show. You do need some dissension, Kim Zolciak. Andy, they need dissension on their show. Sign up the parents. And if Kim says she doesn't want her parents on the show, let her know there will be no show unless her parents sign up and there's wig pulling talk and nail biting conversation. Yeah. Okay, so you know I love my monthly magazines. It's time for Wendy's Got You Covered. Hit it. So, Keira Knightley, don't you love her? Yes. Only thing about Keira Knightley that I find is that I think of her as more of a model and a pretty face than I do an actress. I don't know anything that she's been in. Maybe you know something or another, but that just goes to show you how sometimes a woman's beauty usurps her acting, and then she becomes like a model person to us. So Keira is on the cover of the December issue of Allure magazine, looking gorge as usual. Yeah. Really pretty woman. She's practically bearing it all, and she tells the magazine inside that she has rules about showing skin, and they might be the same rules you have about showing skin. She says, I'm quite righteous about what gets exposed. No bottom half. I don't mind exposing my boobs because they're so small. People really aren't interested. When you see my boobs in the PETA ad, I hate to say this, but the major retouching that had to get done was going back in and them drawing more hair over my boobs that are just peeking through everything. And I strategically position my legs so you don't see the bottom half. But anyway. And thank you, sir. Thank you. Look. So, but she goes on to, Keira, she goes on to say in the magazine that they always pencil her boobs in. See, they pencil hers in to make more. The Allure chief and editor says, we didn't do any surgery on Keira's breast either. No scalpel nor retouching. So that's her natural. And she's a very pretty girl. She gets that, it always looks to me like she gets that little thing on her top lip, just to... What, Nick, no, never mind. She's a very pretty girl. You're lovely, Keira. All right. Okay. Now, we're still talking about the magazine, so I wanted to share with you about Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway is talking about her body, and she's on the cover of the new December Vogue magazine. You know, she went through a very dramatic physical transformation, really, for a role in Les Miserables. You know, some of you might have thought she was sick because, you know, she cut the hair off, but then she started getting really, really scary skinny. And sometimes with you actresses in Hollywood, we don't know whether you're doing this for real or for fake. Well, she was doing it for fake. She lost 25 pounds intentionally for a role as a French prostitute dying of TB. So she went on a starvation diet. You want to know what she ate? She ate 2 thin squares of dried oatmeal paste per day. Apparently, that's how you do it. She says, I had to be as obsessive about it. The idea was to look near death. Looking back on the whole experience, I don't judge it in any way. It was definitely a little nuts. It was definitely a break from reality. Well, I'm glad to see that she was doing that for fake because, you know, even I am the Hot Topics lady. When I see people looking too weird, I'm just like, is this for real or is this a movie role? And I like to find out that things like that are in a movie roles or part of a movie role because I think that to me is what makes a really committed great actress. Somebody who, you know, you're willing to go all the way there. Jennifer Hudson, on the other hand, is on the cover of Red Book magazine, the December issue. Jennifer Hudson, in my opinion, looks terrific. I'm not one of those haters who says, okay, girl, you gotta stop losing weight. I always think that those are the haters who secretly want you to gain 40 pounds back. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I think that she looks healthy. You know, she's like my height. She's like 5'11". And so She lost 80 pounds on Weight Watchers, as you know. And here's what she says inside Red Book magazine. She says, I'm at the weight I want to be, but I hear all the time, don't lose any more weight. You need to stop. People are under the impression that I'm still losing, but I'm not. I'm getting used to my new self more than anything else. I got used to being a plus size. I know what that's like. Whereas this is like, okay, who am I? I keep thinking that I probably need an extra large or large, and the stylist is like, no, you need a medium or small. I can tell you, who in the audience has had a body transformation and you still can't get over it? Nobody? There you are, up there, yeah. Well, I can tell you, I haven't had like a real big body transformation, but I know, for me, if I lose 10 or 15 pounds, I still can't believe it. And once you've had a weight problem in your mind, you always have a weight problem. Like the psychology of it, it just does not go away. I still pick out larger clothes, and then the stylist comes back with smaller clothes. And I can tell you something that I secretly do. I've only been caught once doing it, though. You know, you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, so you go to the bathroom, you wash your hands, you get back in the bed. I always turn the light on and lift my nightgown up to make sure everything is still intact. And one night, no, I still do that. Like, I still do that. I do that. That's me. I'm that girl. And my husband caught me doing it one time. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, I just want to make sure I'm not coming untucked. And that's Wendy's got you covered. Thank you. Okay, are you ever wondering what happened to that Grammy-winning duo, Outkast? Yeah. Well, it's Big Boy and it's Andre 3000. That's Big Boy with the medallion, Andre 3000 giving the deuces. Big Boy was out promoting his new solo album, and he was asked why haven't he and Andre 3000 gotten together to make any more music. And this is what Big Boy says. He says, I gave that mother blanker about 5 songs. I know. It's almost like he's saying this just for us to go, ooh. I gave that mother blanker about 5 songs, but I guess he was too busy. He said he had some Gillette stuff. No, for real. He said he had some contractual obligations. Well, Big Boy is referring to Andre's job as spokesperson for Gillette razors. Well, I hate that outfit. Head to toe. Big Boy later tweeted that he was just being sarcastic, that there is no beef between he and Andre 3000. He added that there's no more Outkast questions, no more nothing. I have to tell you something, though. This Andre 3000 up here at the top, I found him oddly sexy when I see him in those Gillette commercials. And I say oddly. I say oddly because he doesn't exactly have the type of swagger that I particularly go for. I like something a little bit more masculine. Do you know what I mean? But in the Gillette commercials, he's like hot. And Adrian Brody made me look at him twice again in those Gillette commercials too, right? Hot. And also, while I appreciate Outkast's music, it'll live in infamy in my CD collection. What I'm waiting for from Andre 3000 is that new movie where he plays Jimi Hendrix. It's called All Is By My Side. And that's gonna be a really good movie. Yeah. All right. Celebrities hook up and break up all the time. It's hard to remember who's dating who and who's dated who in the past. So we did some searching for you just to remind you of some surprising celebrity couples. Like, do you remember Kim Kardashian and Nick Cannon? Well, I'll show you how far that goes back. The stylist people watching remember when this particular Fendi bag was popular. Wasn't this like 7 years ago or more? Yeah, they dated in 2006. They split after Kim's sex tape went public in 2007. The question is, was Kim overlapping with Nick Cannon and Ray J? Wouldn't be surprised if she was, would you? And another couple, did you realize that Johnny Depp and Ellen Barkin used to be an item? Doesn't Ellen Barkin look so much better now than she did back when she was younger? Isn't that crazy how that happens? Well, they dated briefly in 1994. Johnny's still looking grungy. Ellen's still doing the MILF thing. They're 9 years apart in age, by the way. And you know, now she's on the new normal with Nene and them. And she's blonde and she's good. But yep, they used to date. And you all knew that Brad Pitt and Robin Givens dated for a moment? No. I know. Okay, so me and Robin are the same age, 1986. So that's when we were all graduating from college. Me from Northeastern, her from Sarah Lawrence. And she was dating Brad Pitt shortly after Robin and Mike broke up. Yeah. The thing is that it says more about Robin's taste in men than it does Brad in women. I tell you, because Brad, for me, for one, I like that he's very We Are the World. Like, he'll date anybody, color, religion, whatever. And he's open, like he'll adopt anybody. He's not like blinded by color. No, you know what I mean. He's not blinded by color and stuff. But Robin, dating him says a lot about you, edgy sister. And then, you remember Seal dated friend to the show, Tyra Banks. For 6 months in 1992. Now, Tyra was just on the show the other day, and for the first time, even I felt short. So if Tyra is that tall, imagine how tall Seal really is. And I wish you guys would get over the scars on his face. It's not like he's a woman with scars on his face. Do you ever pull up to your TV and see Kenya's skin on Housewives of... Thank you. Look, I have been biting my tongue about that ever since the new season of Housewives of Atlanta began. Because I, so in my mind, don't want you to be hating on me for saying something. But I just had to say that, and I'm so glad you were all biting your tongue. You were waiting for somebody to say it. I'm your girl. It looks like makeup over really bad potholes, right? Yeah, but back to Seal. Stop hating on Seal. Seal is like 6'4", which is odd in Hollywood. And they dated for a moment. Anyway, some exciting casting reports news. It's time for Casting Buzz. Hit it. Okay. So over at blackfilm.com, they're reporting that Mary J. Blige is joining Angela Bassett for the upcoming movie for Lifetime called Betty and Coretta. I know. This is going to be such a good movie. Angela will be portrayed by, Angela Bassett will portray Coretta Scott King, the wife of the late, great Martin Luther King, and Mary J. Blige will take on the role of Betty Shabazz, the wife of Malcolm X. I think this is going to be a great movie. The only thing, it's very predictable when it's going to come on Lifetime. When do you think it's going to come on? Black History Month. Exactly. Anyway, and also, friend to the show, Malik Yoba, is going to play Dr. Martin Luther King. And our other friend to the show, Wood Harris, is going to play Malcolm X. And I'll tell you, the majority of this movie is about the ladies' relationships after their husbands have passed on. The movie is scheduled to be released. It's going to premiere on Lifetime in February, just in time for what? Black History Month. Black History Month.